Well, welcome back, friends. Today we are in Dunedin, Florida, and me and Donna, my friend here, are going to try to find a place where we can get 4 different whiskeys, Scotch whiskeys, single malt Scotch whiskeys, because we're going to use a map of which she is a bit of an expert because she studied at a particular distillery in Scotland itself. Because every whiskey has a journey, and today we're going to taste our way across the map. The map, not so much the map of Scotland, but a diagram that has 4 quadrants to it. We're unlocking the secret language of whiskey. This is the flavor chart. Here's a picture of it. The roadmap distillers use, connoisseurs debate, and beginners fall in love with, because once you find one on there you like, you can see that there's little dots representing other ones you might also like. But don't be afraid to explore other parts of the chart. Just remember to walk home, get an Uber, or just pass out wherever you happen to be. So we're gonna go over 4 of them here. We're in a hotel. We had to go to 5 different places before we found some place with 4 to choose from. We found one, and here we go. Bear with us as we do a sniff test, and we describe them, and we name some things, and just have a fun time, because it's all about subjectivity. So if you don't like it, you don't like it. If you do, you do. That says each person to their own, but we're having our own right here. And now, I would have thought I had a driver on the way home, so we're not drinking these, and we split these, so they were single shots, but we split them so they're half shots. So don't be too worried about us. So enjoy, and remember to click like and subscribe. So in preparation for visiting Scotland, we are going to do the 4 taste quadrants, flavor quadrants of Scottish whiskey: mild, peaty, smoky, and blue. So here we have Lagavulin, Benihana, Bunnahabhain, Glenlivet. Okay, that one I got. It's the Glenlivet, and Port Charlotte. All of these are from all of them except Glenlivet or Isla, the Isle of Isla. So here they are in the 4 quadrants. We have on the left place mild.
Mild and mild down here.
Those are both mild.
Bourbon, sherry.
And sherry.
Bourbon cask, sherry cask. And these are smoky. So bourbon cask and sherry cask.
So these represent the 4 quadrants each?
Yep.
So there's a line down the middle here?
Yep.
So
So we want to look at the whiskeys here. And we've got, look at the color here compared to the color here. What do you see?
So the one in the far quadrant is the darkest.
Yeah.
And then these two similar. This one seems lighter than this one.
Yeah. So these are generally lighter, and these are generally darker.
Oh, even across here they're...
Yeah. And so what you're seeing is bourbon casks impart less color, and sherry casks will give you more color. So it's the cask that's coloring it here.
But and not the smoke or the peat.
No.
Okay.
Then we're going to use our nose.
Okay. Okay. So nose. So we don't actually get to drink these.
Oh, we will eventually.
Oh, okay.
Actually, you know what?
We paid for them, so we're going to drink them.
Yeah.
So now you have to do a pause. So
All right. So we tasted from.
Smelled. We didn't.
We smelled.
Taste.
Oh, sorry. We sniffed. Smelled. Starting from bottom left, top left, bottom right, and then top right in that order. The bottom was a very caramelly smell, and it had the least alcohol of all of them. It's at 40%. So there's a nice caramel smell. Then we moved up to that was the Glenlivet, and then we moved on to the
Port Charlotte,
which still has a caramelly, but do we have one there?
you had the smoky, campfire, and barbecue.
So this one, because it's the darker, it's in a. Why is it darker?
It's not darker. This is also very light.
Oh, it is light.
And,
Okay.
and lighter is usually just visually that it's bourbon.
Oh, it's more smoky.
Yeah, but it's more smoky. This
All right,
is
so the
peatier.
smoky because the barley. This one the barley was steamed
Right.
to kill off the living barley.
And here it's heated with peat.
All right, so it's heated with peat and repeat.
Haha.
So.
And you noted that it was campfire and barbecue.
Yeah, so I smelled some barbecue in there, some campfire, because it's a much smokier thing. Because they're killing the barley's growing using smoke from burning heat. Okay.
Yeah.
Which doesn't add to the color, just the taste.
Just the taste. Because
just-
all of these, when they come off the still, are clear.
Oh, really?
It's
Okay.
exposure to the cask that provides the color.
All right, then we moved on to this is the
Bunnahabhain.
Bunnahabhain.
Thank you, fellas.
And then here we stepped into, because this is in a cask from a
Sherry.
we were picking up the notes of the sherry, which adds some dried fruit flavors. I was picking up a lot of grapes, maybe a jam or two, but that's probably leaking in from the cask that it was aged in, and that also explains why it's darker. Now moving on to the
Lagavulin.
which is like top of the stack. We find that it's also slightly darker, but much smokier. I was picking up some earthy tones, a little dried fruit, but it's very strong, and the smoke was really the dominant scent that I was picking up. So now we're anxious to get on to dropping these down.
Oh, and before we go on, there's a little curiosa. The Glenlivet is 40. It's 12 years old, and it's 40% alcohol. The Port Charlotte, I don't see an age statement on that, but it is 50%. I bought it at 50%. The Bunnahabhain is 12 years old, and that's at 46.3, which means it's non-chill filtered, and I'll tell you about that later. And this Lagavulin is it's 16 years old, and it's at 43%.
All right.
So non-chill filtered, they filter these with chill filtering. So they cool the distilled spirits down to a certain temperature, which the oils that are in the spirit coagulate out, and but the oils are what carry a lot of the flavor too. So old schoolers think that these 50% and you have to do that so that it is clear at these lower percentages. So this is 40%, this is 43%. But the 50% and the 46.3% are not chill filtered, which means that they have the potential for more flavor because you're not removing the flavor carriers, the esters, E-S-T-H-E-R, the esters, like methyl ethyl, ester.
Esters, that's the type of alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So you're saying my mother was a type of alcohol.
Kind of. Or an alcoholic. Could have been.
Oh, she probably knew a few, but I don't think she was. But, all right. So now what's next?
All right, we're going to taste.
Taste.
We'll do that off camera first.
Yeah, we'll do it off camera, and then
Maybe
and then we'll do the review on the Uber ride home.
Were the two whiskeys in, are they Speyside? They're either Speyside or Highland. Highland, I believe they are. We don't always have to say on there if it is Speyside or not.
All right, so these are the OG whiskeys in the United States.
What's OG? Original?
Original.
Yeah. They were the first big ones, and they're the first ones to tap into marketing of single malt. Oh, this is good. Yeah. Okay, that's the age statement here.
So this is where we're starting.
All right. I'm getting a whole ton of caramel there. You get that? Figs and things like that going on.
Okay, we're switching from bourbon barrel aged to sherry cask aged.
And this has some rum casks and things like that too.
Oh,
but
okay.
It's mainly sherry.
Non-bourbon.
Oh, it does have some bourbon too.
Okay. All right.
But it's more dominant of sherry.
Okay.
46.3%, so it'll sting a little bit more.
Oh, sting more. Okay. Still tasting the same way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's entirely different. That's entirely different. I like that. I prefer this one over the Glenlivet. Mm-hmm. Which one? This is
Bunnahabhain.
Bunnahabhain. And by the way, we're in the Fenwick Hotel in Dunedin, which is an appropriate place to do Scotch whiskey because Dunedin is Scotch.
It's Gaelic for Edinburgh. Dunedin means Edinburgh in
Gaelic. Sanchi. Was it Sanchi? Slanchi. Slanchi.
Or Slanchiva.
Slanchiva. Hey McLeod, get off my U.
So how are you doing?
All right, so this is Port Charlotte we're going to do next, which is our first version of Smoky. And I purposely moved it into the light so you can see the legs going down the side. It has so many legs, it's a spider.
You had a lot of decisions.
So, by the way, I'm here with Donna Alexander, who, what was your title? You're ambassador to whiskey or something?
I'm a whiskey ambassador.
A whiskey
I'm a
ambassador.
whiskey ambassador.
Yes, so she's certified from an actual distillery in Scotland. And just a note, this one over here has a note of wild fly. So it's a state birder's gnat. So I believe that's what was in there. And what was he doing in there? Hey, the backstroke. But after long, he sort of like got drunk and passed out. So now we're on to, what was this? The
Port Charlotte from Bruichladdich.
Bruichladdich, which is Bruichladdich is the not vintner, the distiller,
yeah.
Okay. All right, so this is the first smoky one because it's using the peat to dry out and kill the growing of the yeast of the barley. The barley. Okay.
And this is 50%, so it's going to be a lot stronger. We'll try it, and it'll probably be better if we put a little bit of water in it.
All right, here we go. Going to reach. All right, try to avoid that fly again. So the Port Charlotte. So where is Port Charlotte?
It's on the it's mid Isla.
Oh, it's on Isla.
On the the western side of Isla.
Okay. It's also on the western side of Florida.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's across the Lockendal from Beaumont. Beaumont is another famous one from Isla.
Okay, Isla's a long, skinny island.
It's an island, yeah. And it's on the western coast and it's where my forefathers come from.
Right, so those are the MacArthurs.
MacArthurs, yeah.
MacArthurs with a M-A-C, not M-C.
Yeah.
All right, so like wine where you're drinking from white to red, we're drinking from light to dark.
Yeah. Light to dark and mild to smoky.
Okay, so now we're getting a lot more flavors coming in.
Yep. Can you hand me one of those blue straws?
So, watering 3 times. So, is that deep enough water? Okay, so we're getting some water. We're gonna put, what is that, like?
1.
1.
And see what's happening here? See how it gets kind of cloudy? When you put the water in, it gets a little bit cloudy.
Yeah, you can see the little swirls of the water going in.
So those are the esters that you're seeing in there. That's the flavor carrier.
Hi, Mom.
That cloudiness.
Hi, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. All right, so we watered it down just slightly. And my nose is not actually that big. Oh, maybe it is. So it's a much less rougher a ride, but you're still maintaining the flavor of it all. So now we're moving on to Lagavulin, which I've had before and I quite liked it. And so this is the most peaty, most smoky. Let's give it a whirl. Slanchava. Slanchava, Jimmy. And don't forget your wellies. All right, now it's considering these are all whiskeys, and my tongue is going numb, but
Your brain's next.
yes, good. So, considering these are all whiskeys, and 3 of them are from the same area of Scotland, they are quite distinct.
Yes, they're very different.
Okay, I've been tasked, Jimmy, with picking my favorite whiskey set before me. It's like picking a favorite child. Now, which, sorry, Travis and Cameron, that they make us do these things. So this one, this is the child I would have had with the girl who dumped me. But I never had the child, so that one, I can write that one off. So after the Glenlivet, I really liked the Bunnahabhain, and I said I would buy a bottle of that. And that was before I had the other 2. Now I've had Lagavulin before, so I would still buy a bottle of that, but a small bottle, so I could then buy a bottle of Port Charlotte. I like the Port Charlotte because it was less upfront with the peat bogginess as the Lagavulin, but Lagavulin. So that one's, if you're really into the peaty thing, the Lagavulin is the way to go. You just stop there and order that. But if you want to back off on the peatiness a little bit, the Port Charlotte is the next choice for you. So ranking them, obviously the Lagavulin is 1, Charlotte 2, Bunnahabhain is 3, and the Port Charlotte I never had is Glenlivet. Okay, thanks for watching the video, but this bottle here is distilled at a place where you got your certificate, is that right?
That's where I went to summer camp for adults for a week.
Summer camp for adults, which is, there's no canoeing, there's just drinking.
Well, and we made the stuff too.
Oh, you made it. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So they have merit badges in how to make this stuff. Yeah, did you Eagle Scout on the...
More or less.
More or less, yes. So so she's holding her favorite, and this be my favorite is
Lagavulin.
Although I like that one also. So if you like this video, remember to click like and subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Well, there's quintessential Dunedin. Did I mention we're in Dunedin?
At the Fenway?
At the Fenway, which is a Marriott hotel. Used to be a school. But Pink Flamingo, nothing says Florida like plastic flamingos. Hipster lights.